This is my audience. How many of you are aware that 80% of products sold in the supermarket are genetically modified? Whether these products are canned, fresh, boxed, or frozen, 80% of processed foods contain genetically modified ingredients. As a consumer, I want to be able to eat processed foods without unnatural ingredients that have been injected into them. The reality of this is that genetically modified foods are being excessively overlooked due to the lack of information being given. Hello, my name is Adrian Cooper, and I am here today to inform to you about the advantages and disadvantages of genetically modified foods. For those of you who do not know what they are, the University of Maryland Medical Center defines genetically modified foods as being foods that have foreign genes from other plants or animals injected into their genetic codes. The World Health Organization of 2013 defines genetically modified foods as the altering genetic material in the organism in a way that does not occur naturally by mating or natural recombination of both. It all started in 1992 but was not introduced to the U.S. until 1996. Although there is much controversy of genetically modified foods, there is many pros and cons that should be known. Genetically modified foods can be very beneficial to the farm and agricultural market. According to the 2009 National Geographic, in the article Engineered Crops, Jacobson states how the engineered crops currently being grown are safe and have less environmental damage. He also states by using these chemicals they have a higher resistance against insects and viruses. By using these ingredients, these plants are also able to withstand harsher and colder weather conditions, which make the harvest last longer for a longer period. The shelf life of these products also increase because of the chemicals and preservatives that are being used. There are 3 tests that the Environmental Protection Agency, U.S. Department of Agriculture, and FDA have to use in order to make these products safe to eat. The GMO identification is what is being tested by what ingredients are being used. The GMO quantification is how much of these ingredients are being used. And the non-GMO test is the test that follows how much, or there's no genetically modified ingredients being used. On the other hand, genetically modified ingredients can be harmful, and one should always take caution. Some of these foods may contain all sorts of genetically modified ingredients that could be harmful to the body. In an article called Pharmacology and Therapeutics by Prescott and Hogan in 2006, they stated that they are worried that by using these unnatural ingredients, it would be hard to declare an allergy correctly and efficiently. They were also worried that by using these foreign chemicals, our bodies would not be able to break them down. By having these chemicals, this could cause a disease that could not be immune to any antibiotics. Cross-contamination is also a major factor that worried Prescott, because by having this cross-contamination of the weeds and plants, this could cause harm on the body and would cause the human body to react differently. Before these foods reach the shelves on the supermarket, they are administered by 3 agencies. According to the government, these products must be labeled by these 3 agencies in order to be sold on the market. At first, labeling was not mandatory, but then the people started to worry and they started wanting to know what they were eating. Then there became the voluntary labeling, which let companies decide if they wanted to label their products. If they chose to do so, they would have to follow the FDA guidelines and the regulations. These labels have to be correct and efficient in order for them to be sold on the market. If they did not have any genetically modified ingredients, they would have to say non-GMO or not used with any genetically modified ingredients. The Right to Know Act was issued by Senator Barbara Boxer in 2013 when she issued a bill to the Congress. This act ensured labeling foods containing all or are processed with genetically engineered material have a neutral label stating that this product contains genetically engineered material or was produced with it. People every day are going to the grocery store and are purchasing genetically modified foods or foods with unnatural ingredients. As many of us watch the news and read magazines and newspapers, we may sometimes get confused by the media. 70 to 85% of the food on the shelves have one or more genetically modified ingredients. Biotechnology is the genetically engineering of living organisms of their components to produce useful, usually commercial products. There are 63 other countries that engage in biotech production or research involving 50 or more crops. They do this because they believe that it is very beneficial to the economy and that it is very beneficial to the agriculture. This allows farmers to produce more in quantity for a lesser price in a faster amount of time. As our nation has started to demand healthier foods, many food companies have tried their best following up on American needs. Genetic engineering can be both beneficial and negative to the society. We need to be more aware of the foods that we are eating and the benefits or risk factors to these certain foods. I hope I have informed you well enough to use this information in the future with buying groceries. Thank you.